Buying new construction is probably one of the most exciting things that you will ever do in your life, or at least it should be. It also can come with stress and uncertainty and a lot of decision making. So in this video, I'm going to cover some really useful things that are going to help take away some of that stress and uncertainty and bring it back to the realm of exciting and cool and happy. So if this is something of interest to you, stick around for all the details. Hi, I'm JJ Sutherland from Michael Saunders & Company, and on this channel, Living in Lakewood Ranch, we cover all things Lakewood Ranch and the surrounding areas. And today we are jumping into the realm of buying new construction. I'm here at one of our many beautiful new construction model home centers here in Lakewood Ranch. And today I'm going to cover with you, do you need your own realtor when buying new construction? What are the steps in buying new construction in today's market? And finally, what considerations do you need to make when making your decisions about the future resale value of this purchase that you're going to make? So let's jump right in. Do you need your own realtor? Yes, there's my short answer. Of course, the on-site agents here are wonderful. They're knowledgeable. They're experts on this village. Your Lakewood Ranch agent, however, is knowledgeable about the entire master plan community, and also the builder's agent who works here on site is the builder's agent. So shouldn't you have your own agent as well? A lot of the people that come to look at new construction also don't want to leave any stones unturned. So we will probably be looking at some newer resales or some beautifully remodeled resales as well as new construction. And this way we have everything all covered together under one roof. One very important item I want to address is that the builders in Lakewood Ranch, by agreement with Lakewood Ranch, cannot offer a discount to a potential buyer if they do not have their own real estate agent. So I'm just going to cover that, a very important piece of information. Also, very importantly, is if you are working with your own agent and you're doing what I refer to as the legwork together, looking and seeing the different villages, your agent gets to know what's important to you. What kind of amenities do you need? Are you going to be willing to put a fence up? Are you looking for maintenance free? And those are very general. But you know, it can get very specific. And so your agent knows what are your priorities when you're going to these on-site new construction arenas and, you know, can highlight, you know, and get quickly to the heart of what you're looking for. Step 2, what are the steps in today's market for buying new construction? Well, step 1, the really fun part, coming to see these fabulous model centers. Again, the legwork, right? Going out and seeing these different villages, communicating with your realtor. Hey, I really like this. Are there other villages that have similar features that I may want to see? And those Lakewood Ranch experts know, yes, you know, these buyers are also good to different communities. So that's the first step, doing the legwork. Secondly, considering the timing. Is this something that, okay, you know, this is a second home for us, you know, we're very specific, we want to build to be built, you know, make our own choices. Or, you know, we really want to be in for a season. What are the availabilities that we can buy something that is inventory, feature home, we have different terms for it, but something that is already either under construction, already constructed. And the nice thing is the builders have professional decorators and contractors that make these selections that are very popular and go well together as far as flooring, floor plan, you know, the finishes, that sort of thing. So that's the second consideration. Do we want to take the time to build it, or do we want something that's already built? Orientation of the lanai is a really big conversation in Florida because the sun is very strong. So a lot of times we want a lot of sun on our lanai, but do we want the sun coming in when we're grilling in the afternoon with a western exposure? So those are very important considerations as far as the orientation of the lot selection that you make. And then the last step that I wanted to cover with you is the actual contract process. So you've made your selections, you want to move forward with your contract. Depending on the builder, there's different types of financial considerations as far as money that needs to be put down at contract. Are there 1 or 2 payments that are needed before closing? Sometimes it's 1 at contract and then the final at closing. Each builder has their own contract. They're very long. They typically run about 70 pages. So your realtor will be with you because you've already had that conversation of, you know, what are the builder incentives? Make sure those are in the contract. What are the other parameters? And understanding how the builder contract differs from a resale contract. One very good example for that is the closing date. So if a house is under construction, the builder can't say, oh yes, we're going to close on this date. What if, suddenly they don't have availability of garage doors and they can't finish the house? They purposely put that into the contract that it's a little bit of a vague closing date, but your realtor can help you navigate what is expected, what you can expect, what are, as a buyer, protections in that contract. So that's the new construction process that we have now. And then finally, how important is considering the future value as a resale when making these purchase decisions? This is actually, in my mind, if you're going to be hanging on to your house for at least 7 years, the value of your property is going to go up. Just statistically, this has been shown for this area. But if this is something that's a primary concern, my best advice to you is don't make any extreme selections, as far as colors of flooring. Don't go too bold. Right? And one example that I can think of that's a little bit more structural is if you're building a pool in this area in Lakewood Ranch, having a pool cage is very common over your pool. Maybe you don't want a pool cage. If you are thinking at some point I'm going to resell it, that's going to be an expense that you're going to probably want to add that pool cage before putting it on the market. This is not written in stone, just something to just keep on the radar when buying new construction because it's a giant investment. So we want to be making smart choices for the future resale of that home. So I hope that these steps put you on the right path to having an experience of buying new construction that is more enjoyment and less stress. Of course, Mark and I are here. Call us. We'd love to be on this journey with you. Whether you've already started the process, right? Or you're just beginning the process, give us a call. We'll jump right in there and get you excited and happy and get you to the conclusion that you're looking for. Hope that this was helpful for you today, and thank you for joining me, JJ Sutherland, Michael Saunders and Company.